This is big breaking emergency news. Attacks on a Russian nuke plant are now being reported right now, and the International Atomic Agency is now on the way to investigate these reports. All right, we are also getting major reports of a ammo depot has been destroyed. Right, major explosions are happening, and states of emergency have been declared in relation to this. Right, so let's get into all the details here really quick, guys. Please just hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm posting 2 to 3 videos a day, keeping you guys updated on all this big urgent news. Right, so we have a nuke plant being attacked inside of Russia. We also have a fuel depot and a port inside of Russia as well being hit, and we also have a state of emergency being declared over a ammo depot being destroyed. So a lot of activity has been happening in the last 48 hours. It says here that Putin has declared a state of emergency after a massive drone strike has taken out a ammunitions warehouse. Right, there's also been a drone attack on the Kursk nuclear power plant. We'll get into more details of that in just a second, but it says a state of emergency has been declared in the Voronezh region of Russia after a kamikaze drone strike caused a major blaze at a ammunitions warehouse. Right, it says there were several explosions and huge flames for hours after Ukraine hit overnight. It says at least 200 people were evacuated and 2 people injured and 1 seriously in the district. The regional governor said, quote, there was a detonation of explosive objects and claimed that the ignition came from the falling debris from a drone. Right, so these drone attacks are hitting Russia right now continuously over and over inside of Russia. Right, so this is a major munitions warehouse that was taken out. States of emergency have been declared, and we are also having attacks on Russian nuke power plants as well, and also on their railways. It says on Thursday a railway ferry with fuel tanks on board was hit in a port in the southern region of Russia. And it says Russian officials have blamed Ukraine, but they have not yet claimed responsibility. Right, Krasnodar governor said the ferry sank as a result of a hit and the resulting fire, adding that booms have been deployed in the water to prevent the spread of fuel. Local emergency officials said 1 crew member had remained missing and 17 others were rescued. Right, so this is a port in southern Russia in the Krasnodar region, and this was just taken out as well too and had a major fuel spill, and they are now putting out barriers to prevent the fuel from spreading into the Black Sea. Right, so lots of attacks are happening, and we also have these hits on a Russian nuke plant inside of Kursk. So here is what's going on. It says on Friday, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman told state media outlet TASS that Ukraine allegedly attempted to attack the Kursk nuclear power plant with a drone, warning that there must be an investigation into the alleged attack from the International Atomic Energy Agency. Quote, the IAEA must immediately respond to this act of nuclear terrorism on part of the Kyiv regime. Right, so they're calling this nuclear terrorism. It says Ukraine has not commented whether or not they attempted to attack the Kursk nuclear power plant, but Russia is saying that this happened. Right, and the International Atomic Agency wrote that they had been informed by Russia that the remains of a drone were found roughly 100 meters away from the plant's spent fuel nuclear storage facility. Right, and it says that the Director General of the Atomic Agency is expected to visit the power plant next week and may address the alleged attack according to the statement. All right, so, and there's also been pictures being posted from Ukrainian insiders, right? Military personnel. They have been posting pictures up close of this nuclear power plant too, right? Because this is in the region right now that's having most of the action, right? It's one of the most active regions right now during this conflict and this incursion into Russia. And they have been posting pictures right outside the nuclear power plant, right? It's been going viral on X, Twitter, these pictures, and they're saying that the power plant might be next, right? So they're even kind of warning. They haven't officially taken credit, but there's been reports of their soldiers taking pictures and saying, look, we're right here near the power plant and we could do something if we wanted to, right? That is a warning that is being sent, and Russia is saying that they're already trying to attack the power plant, and they had to shoot down these drones, right, when it was only a couple 100 feet away from the nuclear rods, right? That's what they're saying. And quote, military activity in the vicinity of a nuclear power plant is a serious risk to safety and security. My visit to the KNPP next week will provide us with timely access to independently assess the situation. That's what the director of the International Atomic Energy Agency has said, right? So, and Russia also has military control of the Zaporizhia power plant in Ukraine as well too, right? So it's we're kind of having like a swap here where Russia is in control of Zaporizhia and Ukraine is now trying to take control of the Kursk power plant, right? So very interesting escalations that are happening here, and the US and NATO are directly involved in funding and training these soldiers inside of Ukraine. There are NATO commanders inside of Ukraine right now, right? And this is what Lieutenant Colonel Charlie Dietz told NBC News about these weapons that are being used in Ukraine to attack Russia, right? He was asked about it. It says the attacks this week and the ongoing incursion appear to have surprised not only Moscow, but also Ukraine's Western partners. Okay, so the West, NATO, the US, they are saying that they didn't even know about this incursion until it started happening. They're saying they were not a part of any of the planning, but we know actively they have been part of planning the past few years, all right? But they're saying that it's only for defensive planning. This is what they're saying here. It says, Washington has maintained so far that it has no issue with Kyiv's use of weapons. Responding to the statement from Ukraine's military that U.S.-supplied HIMARS were used in Kursk this week, Pentagon spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Charlie Dietz told NBC News the weapons are being employed from within Ukraine, and as far as Washington can tell, it has not seen them be moved to Kursk or inside of Russia. So that's what's going on right now. That's your update, World War III update for the day, all right? Lots of big things going on. I will keep you guys updated. Please just hit it up for me down there. It helps to get these warnings out. I'll be keeping you guys updated every day on these escalations and just all the stuff going on in our country and around the world. So thank you guys. Hope you have big blessings for your life, your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.